Serving others means choosing to put kindness into action. It's about noticing what somebody needs and stepping in to help even when you don't have to. When we serve, we make our classroom, school, and community a better place because our actions show respect and compassion.
All fifth graders serve the other grade levels by taking helpful leadership roles during the Thanksgiving meal. We have passed out utensils, filled water cups, assisted younger classes as needed, and working together to clean up afterwards. By doing these jobs with kindness and responsibility, we showed what being to serve others is positive to be a positive role model for our
Last week, we learned more about Veterans Day, which reminds us to honor the men and women who have served our country. They protect our freedom and safety, showing the true meaning of serving others. America's White Table is a special book that explains why we set a small white table to honor soldiers in the story. A girl named Katie helps her mom prepare the table for Veterans Day. By the end, Katie understands that the white table is a way to show respect and gratitude to the brave men and women who served our country and didn't make it home. It helps all of us remember their courage and thank them for serving others daily.
We are honored to have Lieutenant Colonel Pinson here today to read our story and are thankful for his service.
Hey, good afternoon, friends. Oh, it's Friday. It's Friday. Good afternoon, friends. I feel so special. Last week I got to be on the morning news show, and today I get to help the Friday celebration. Man, I feel like an honored honeybee. Hey, thank you, Miss Alexander, for including me today. Friends, thank y'all for continuing to honor Veterans Day. Y'all remember talking about Veterans Day last week? Hey, y'all mind if I read you a book? Teachers, I know it's Friday. I paraphrase a little bit. Okay. I was given this book from Marywood Elementary School in 2013. But none of y'all were even born yet, were you? Okay. All right, y'all pay attention. Y'all pay attention. It was just a little white table, but it brought tears of pride to my Uncle John's eyes. For Veterans Day, he came for dinner and stood by it, set for one person, even though nobody would be eating at it. It was just a little white table. Mama explained to us that since the Vietnam War, which ended in the 1970s, these tables are set up all over America on Veterans Day. The table honors men and women who serve in America's armed forces. Remember I was talking about the different armed forces? Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, remember that? Especially, it honors those especially that were taken prisoner or went missing and never came home. It was just a little what? White table. But it felt as big as America when we helped Mama put each item on it, and she told us why it was important. We use a small table, girls, she explained first, to show one soldier's lonely battle against many. We cover it with a white cloth. The white cloth honors a soldier's pure heart when he answers his country's call to duty. We place a lemon slice and grains of salt on a plate to show a captive soldier's bitter fate and the tears of families waiting for loved ones to return. We push an empty chair to the table for the missing soldiers who are not here. We lay a black napkin for the sorrow of captivity and turn over a glass for the meal that won't be eaten, she said. We place a white candle for peace. And finally, a red rose in a vase tied with a red ribbon for the hope that all of our missing will return someday. Mama finished speaking just as sunlight spilled on the table and filled the overturned glass. Mama told us that it means so much to Uncle John that we're setting this table. Our Uncle John, who gave us big bear hugs and spun us with airplane twirls and called me his Katie girl, was a POW, a prisoner of war. Mama told us something that we never knew. In Vietnam, Uncle John's helicopter went down and he was captured by the enemy and taken prisoner. Mike, my Uncle John's friend, was hurt badly in the crash. And Uncle John and another friend looked after him and even got an enemy guard to bring him medicine. One day the guard wasn't paying attention and the others were able to escape. But Mike was still too sick. He was still too sick to go. So Uncle John stayed with him because he never wanted to leave his friend. Mom, how did Uncle John get free? Later, Uncle John had another chance to escape, and he helped Mike. He carried Mike and helped Mike survive through the jungle. They were found by an American infantry unit, that's American troops, and they were rescued, but sadly, Mike's wounds were too bad and he didn't survive. I wanted to do something special for all this. Before Uncle John arrived for dinner, we all put gifts on the table to show our appreciation. It was just a little white table. But I looked at it all dinner long, and with the quiet inside me, I could almost hear the silent soldiers of the empty chairs saying, "Remember us, please. We are real people like your Uncle John and Mike who left family and friends, homes and dreams of our own to protect our country, to protect you." I hugged Uncle John so tight, told him I loved him, and I was proud of him. That's when I knew what I could put on the table. My promise to put the words from my heart into a little book about America's white table. I'd have pictures, I'd have Mama's story about Uncle John and his friend Mike, because I hoped that everyone who read it would set a table too, to show our brave Americans that we have not forgotten about them. Then in the salt, on the little white table, I traced what every man and woman who serves America is to me, a hero.